Hi everybody. Okay, I'm back. I think I figured out what the issue was. It was my phone, not Facebook. So let's start again. I just want to bring me up on my other device and make sure you can actually hear me. I believe so. Okay, awesome. I can see comments, other earpiece going in, so you can hear me even better. All right. Hopefully that worked. We'll see. Welcome to all of you beautiful people. I am the Deb K, and this is the Evolved Living and Beyond video series. This is week 3 if you have been following along. So really quick, what we're going to do today is an overview for the month. What have we been doing? We've been talking about Evolved Living and Beyond, obviously. The first week we talked about we actually talked about Evolve You. And then last week we talked about energetic mastery. This week we're going to talk about energetic capabilities, and next week energetic magnificence. So hopefully by the end of this live you will better understand the wonder and possibilities for you that you've been striving for in your spiritual journey, and they may be beyond even where you thought you could go and imagined when you started. So as I mentioned, today's main focus is going to be around energetic capabilities, and at the end I'll give you a little sneak peek into some ways to work with me, and you can find several links in the post above. Also, if you aren't sure what you need, just send me a DM or put something in the comments. I will definitely check back and get in touch with you. Also, we will have Q&A at the end, so please do drop your comments and your questions in the comment boxes below. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you're on replay, hashtag replay. And by all means, share my page. If you are finding what I am sharing with you and teaching with you to be beneficial to you or someone in your life, please do share. Invite people to the page. I also have a private group, and big things coming in the future, so it's a great time to hop in. All of my videos are available on replay, so don't ever worry if you can't be on live. You're always invited to post any questions ahead of time on the event post, and watch later in your own time. So just a little bit about me. I am the Deb K, and I am here to help you create your own fountain of youth and be the greatest you can be right now. And what I share today may be a little different than what your current understanding is, and that's okay. Just allow this to flow with you. Feel the truth of it, let it settle, and ask any questions that you have. All right. Cheers to technology working and all of you here watching. Okay, so back in the fall, I had created a Magnificence Journey series of videos, and this series is truly a culmination of how I became who I am today. Over the past few years, they are the exact steps that I took to become beautifully, divinely whole, and how I'm continuing towards my own magnificence and my own journey. It's been magical, truly transformative, and it's evolved since I created that video series. So I'm excited to continue sharing with you each and every week while you're on your own journey. So the first batch of videos to flesh out this Magnificence Journey series was in April, and it was all about meeting your higher self, which was part of the first step of the Magnificence Journey. And then in May, the Believe Releasing Process series, which is part of the second step. In June, the Broadest Truth series, which was part of the third step. And last month, July, How to Live Your Truth series, say that really fast, which is part of the fourth step. And then this month, is evolved living and beyond, part of the 5th step, which is it's an open-ended step because it's beyond, right? Okay, so the one thing though, it is important to remember that these processes are always done with your higher self. Some are also done with God and or your non-physical guides. And now if you are living in Evolve You energy, they're done with your you. So let go of any fear around the spiritual terminology you use. Just feel and saturate as it is the real language of energy. So there'll be more clarity to come the longer you stick around here. And please, by all means, ask any questions. Like, what did you mean when you said this? I'm confused. This is my understanding. I guarantee that you are not far off. If you're not quite on the same page, you're definitely in the same book. That's why you're here. There is reason for you to be watching me right now. So, we had an overview of Evolved Living and Beyond for the month. But I want to remind you, this is the ultimate leading edge of true high vibrational living. There's never been a more important time to be a physical human here on earth. You are here right now for a reason. And yes, sometimes you can look out your window and it feels like the world's lost its mind. But why are you here? Why are you here? And you're here for a reason. And it is important. We're just trying to uncover that, if that is something that you would like to know. Okay, so just a quick little overview. Evolve You energy. We spoke about this more detail the first week of this series. But what's it like living in Evolve You? Well, obviously, like we've said, this is like the leading edge of the leading edge. It's really exciting. But it's also a time of being really courageous, for deciding, for doing all that you have done to get to this point is a big deal. And now comes more newness. There's a time to just relax and know that everything will flow and feel good soon, and you'll receive more clarity. So you're going to be living in an Evolve You. You'll be living in this flow of love like you've never ever felt before. And things that are just possible becoming probable. You'll also flow with divine health and divine insight. And you'll be continuing the energetic practice of living your truths, just like in a different sort of way. You'll continue to be choosing love and letting go and becoming energetically masterful. So much of this becomes just automatic because you have changed once you move into the Evolve You energy. So today's focus, though, is all around energetic capabilities. So cheers to those, too. These are fantastic. All right, so what are energetic capabilities? So some of you might be familiar with this, and some of you might know them as things like gifts. You have gifts, which you do. And an awakened soul who has reached their broadest truth has a better probability of enacting energetic capabilities in their soul that are wondrous for themselves, first and foremost, and possibly for others. So the more high vibrational you are, the more likely you are to recognize your gifts, your capabilities, your energetic capabilities. You do this by becoming all that you truly are. So way back in some of the other steps, we were creating truths with the believe releasing process and letting all of the fear go and relabeling to love. And then we step into the process of creating our broadest truth. And that's when you start to truly become who you are, because now you've remembered, now you've solidified your soul as it was created at that moment of creation, who you are. Now, once you get to that point, you can start to really open up and find out what are the seasonings in this soul soup of you. Remember the soul soup analogy. So you get created from a ladle of God and a ladle of your higher self mixed around, and all the sprinkles go in. All the herbs and spices, so to speak, are your capabilities and magic and everything that makes you uniquely you. And this is when you start really remembering all of those herbs and spices that got put into your soul soup. So these capabilities, they are far beyond just being psychic or being a medium or having any of the clairs, the clairvoyance, the clair auditory. There's 8 clairs at least. So this is even further. This is energetically learning and remembering mastery of these capabilities and wielding them with love to be able to help yourself and help others around you. So when you are awakened or evolved, this can occur. So you may have an evolvement of your capabilities if you're only in the awakened category right now and haven't moved into evolved you energy. So this can occur if you're in the solution of God or if you're in evolved you energy, just to be clear. Now, even if you're not awakened, you're still in the solution of God. So there are people who realize, myself, I'm one of them. Like, I realized I had a connection with non-physical from the time I was very young, probably about 18 months old is as far back as I can remember, seeing and feeling non-physical energy and having interactions. And so we were all non-physical before we incarnated and became physical. So obviously we have a connection. And some physical humans remember that earlier on or experience things. And so there are people who move into doing this spiritual type of work, this energetic type of work, but aren't necessarily awakened. That's okay. It's their journey. So, but if you're feeling like you want more, like you want to be more expanded and have more out of the capabilities you already know you have, or possibly more along the way to be enacted, jump in. This is it. This is it. This is the playbook, the roadmap, how to get there through this magnificence journey, this journey to your own magnificence. So, each and every physical human was created with energetic abilities within their soul design, right? It's the soul soup with all the herbs and spices. And what are these energetic capabilities? Well, when you remember who your higher self is, you will also recognize and remember some of her capabilities. And you'll remember at some point why your non-physical team, or who your non-physical team is and why they are with you. So your light path within your soul contract will also show abilities that would support you in fulfilling your soul contract. So these are going to be specific abilities and capabilities. You were able to have a say. You were able to choose. So when your soul's created, you then are in conversation with God and your higher self as your soul contract's created. And you can look at your soul contract once it's all set and formed and say, let's look at the capabilities shelf. And I'm going to take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and some of that. And that's going to help me fulfill key milestones in my soul contract when I incarnate to physical on this earth. So your soul design will also contribute to what your energetic capabilities are. There are some of us who are amazing with color energy or light energy or sound energy, and others who are amazing healers, and others who are amazing with communication, with intelligence, there's plethora. And even if 2 or more people, humans, have the same capability, there is no 2 people who have it fit quite the same within their soul design. And so therefore, it is a different, unique experience with each individual person. So what other things happen with these energetic capabilities is you will have an ability to be able to influence both yourself and others. And so you may, either on your own through time or through practice, recognize that, say, you're amazing at healing and running energy sequences, and you're able to heal your own body. And then you may actually find that you have a capability of influence with others who are in your vicinity. Now, you cannot heal by stealth. You need to have permission from that person. But if it's a family group, for instance, you can flow, because of your soul connection, you can flow things to, say, your child that will help them. And you may see a change in them for the better, for good. So that is how you can start to influence others. Now, you may just be masterful at manifesting things into real life, into this physical existence, and influencing outcomes. There are people who, for instance, play the lottery, and how do they win? There's some people who win a lot often. How do they do that? Well, they have an energetic capability around that manifestation and actualization of currency. And they have practiced and energized it and created a capability instead of just having an ability around it. So why you want to create and co-create with others is also a big it's a big factor in your energetic capabilities and how they form and what you choose and if they evolve further. And there's so much more than just that short little list about what are energetic capabilities. So remember, you were non-physical before becoming a physical human, and when you were non-physical, you were able to exercise these abilities. You were able to enable these abilities, and for some of you, some of your abilities, you were able to enact and become capabilities. So if they were completed in your non-physical time before you incarnated here as a tiny baby physical human on Earth, you would be born with the capability, not just the ability, and it would be just a matter of remembering. So let's go back to my example of me, where from a very young age, I remembered being able to have a connection, a conscious connection with non-physical energy through sight and feeling, like touch, and through sound. And so that was a capability. Now, what we do with that really depends. Like, do we react in fear or do we react in love? So for me, it was love and curiosity at first. And at some point it became fear, but now it is back to love. So I've had an interesting journey, just like each one of you have as well. So even if you don't remember that you have this capability, you may feel a calling towards something. You may feel like you have some gifts, some energetic gifts, and you're not quite sure, but you can exercise them here on Earth as a physical human and be able to enact these abilities into capabilities. So you have, just remember, you've got your higher self and you've got a non-physical team to help you. So you likely have guides in your non-physical team that are specific to your capability. So maybe you have a capability or an ability around numbers and numeric energetic sequences, while you may have a guide who is extremely well versed and masterful in that sort of thing, and they're on your non-physical team. So sometimes too, you are able to enact a capability that's not in your soul contract or soul design. Well, how could that happen? Well, there's a combination of free will, expansion, and evolvement. Simple as that. So we are still physical human and we have free will. All right, so let's say you have embarked on your magnificence journey. You are learning all this new information that's leading edge of the leading edge. You've awakened. You've created your broadest truth. You are enjoying community with other people who have been in some of the same courses as you, and you're like, wow, that person there has an energetic capability around color, and I haven't got that. Well, maybe that's a bad example. We all have energetic ability with color, light, and sound. So let's back that up. Let's pick something different. Let's say numeric energies. So that person over there has a capability with numeric energy, and you don't have that in your soul design, but you're really fascinated by it. It's really intriguing to you. Well, because you've expanded, because you've gone on your journey, because you are allowing and you are exercising the things you do have, and now you've created this interest, this intrigue, this curiosity with what that other person has going on, you could enact something inside of you to open up to be able to also learn about that numeric capability. So this is immense. It's immense what we have here as a physical human. It's immense what we have as a non-physical human. But while we're here, why not? Why not work on these things and exercise these things, and in divine play and divine fun and joy, have a great time, right? Okay, so then what happens? You have a capability enacted. Well, there is opportunity for this capability to evolve. So as you've moved into Evolve You energy and you're continuing to exercise and practice and help others using your capability, it can evolve into something even more magnificent and spectacular. Okay, so that is about it for the meat and potatoes today. I don't see comments. I will come back if anybody has a comment or a question. I will check on that later for sure and get those answered for you. All right, so there's tons of links above in the post. If you see something you want to know more about, please drop in the comments or DM me. And if you are wondering how I can help you, I have immense energetic capabilities to help others through emotional healing, through physical healing, through evolvement, through magnificence, anything that you can possibly think of. If you're not sure, send me a DM. If you feel connected to me, send me a DM and we can have a little chat and see what's right for you right now. Okay, so something else that I love helping you create your own fountain of youth, because don't we all want to feel good? Don't we all want to look and feel younger? And not just look and feel younger, but actually be that, encapsulate that, have ourselves behave like they are younger than they physically are. And because of that, I created a 10 years younger soul energizer, and this energetic session is a limited time special price for this month. What it is a 1 hour session to re-energize your soul, your life force, and to help yourselves want to feel magnificent. If this sounds like something you want to know more about, please do message me or drop a comment below. Okay, so something else exciting is coming up in September. I cannot let the cat out of the bag yet, But the one thing I will say is I believe that I will be posting here on this page something from my private group. It is that Magnificence Journey series. I'll also post that on my YouTube so that you can see how it all began. You can rewind back to the beginning and see how this Magnificence journey began. Because those videos they were recorded live months and months ago, they're important, and they're also going to allow me to deliver something super special to you in real time coming in September. All right, that's all I can say about that. Zip, zip, yep. So next week, we will continue with part 4 of this video series, Evolved Living and Beyond. And I am still hoping to have some free live guidance this month. There has been a shift in some schedules and I need to reevaluate. I'm aiming for tomorrow. That one may change. And there was going to be, I feel like there was going to be another one, but I may have already done one this month. I have a lot of live videos, don't I? So I will, let me reevaluate if it will happen tomorrow. I will post something in the event or comment under it so that you all will see. But pay attention if that was something you were looking towards. And then next month is super exciting, isn't it? Okay, so what else? I think I already mentioned most of it, but you can work one-to-one with me if you don't prefer one of the group programs I offer. And as I said before, if you're not sure what's the right step for you right now, book a free call with me. We can discover this together. All right, I just want to thank you all for being here, and remember, it's time. It is your time to transform the next segment of your journey and create your own fountain of youth in this life. It's time to be the greatest you can be now. So I'll see you next week for Evolved Living and Beyond series, and hopefully for some live guidance. Ask me anything. All right, sending you so much love. Bye.